gonna say that I think most of these entities in this video have to work for IT because they know exactly where the camera is every second.
A man posted a mysterious video on his social media with the title, "In case people don't believe us, and I can guarantee what you're about to see is truly intriguing." In the footage, recorded by a security camera, you can see a man walking down the street around 10 p.m. At one point, he stops and starts talking to someone, but later, when the footage is reviewed, things get really strange. Watch closely.
Wait, am I missing something? Oh, that's him.
Te juro por Dios, güey. Te lo juro por Dios que un señor me preguntó qué onda era la pinera.
No digas mamadas.
Te lo juro por Dios, güey. Un señor se me acercó y preguntó, oiga, disculpe, ¿dónde es la pinera? Y por eso le explico, le digo que tenía que cruzar y darle más para abajo, güey, te lo juro.
As you can see, the man appears to be talking and gesturing to someone, but clearly, there's no one else there with him. And it gets even stranger when footage from another camera shows the same thing, just him.
Yeah, but it looks like he's talking to somebody across the street.
When questioned later by a friend about what happened, he claims he was talking to someone and has no idea why that person doesn't appear in the recording. But something even more unsettling was also captured. Watch again and see if you can spot it. If you look closely, you can see a mist slowly passing through the street at the exact moment he's talking to whatever, or
I told you,
was there. And that led many to believe he may have been interacting with a spirit wandering through the area. So what do you think? Was he really alone? Or was there something there the camera couldn't capture?
that.
A woman known as King Lavender had to leave her home and stay in a hotel after Hurricane Milton hit the area and caused a power outage. When she finally returned, she decided to check the security camera footage from earlier that night, right around the time the power came back on. But what she found left her completely shaken.
Oh my goodness.
Right at the beginning of the recording, a strange sound can be heard, something like a low growl. A few seconds later, unusual movement draws attention to something hidden behind the counter. When the footage is analyzed more closely and zoomed in, a disturbing figure appears, humanoid in shape, with glowing eyes and movements that don't seem natural. The video quickly went viral, and different theories started to emerge. Some believe it could be some kind of creature brought in by the force of the hurricane.
I mean, what? I don't care how it was brought in. She's got to get out of there. It's a good thing that she went off that same night. There's no way I would... What? Do you see it? Hold on a second. Let me back it up. Listen to this.
Quickly went viral, and different theories started to emerge. Some believe it could be some kind of creature brought in by the force of the hurricane, while others question whether it's all just a hoax. King herself says she has no explanation for what she saw, only that it was enough to leave her terrified. And that raises the question, was it just something created to get attention, or did something actually enter that house during the storm and might still be there?
That was creepy.
Matthias is an urban explorer who has visited countless locations known for reports of hauntings, dark forests, abandoned buildings, and houses most people wouldn't dare step into. Even so, according to him, the most terrifying experience he's ever had didn't happen in any of those places, but inside his own son's home. As you can see, the place looks simple and calm, but what seemed peaceful quickly turned into one of the most horrifying experiences of his life. Watch closely.
All right.
Bueno, acá se ve un patio, pero es todo campo. Y me senté 2 segundos acá y... ¿Lo ven? ¿Lo ven ahí? Hace unos segundos se está asomando algo y... Yo veo... ¿Ven? ¿Lo ven? ¿Se ve? ¿Ven?
Uf.
Mira. ¡Ey! ¡Ey! Concha de la lora.
I didn't see anything.
Hasta que lo remí parió. ¡Puta madre!
Okay, but
Me doy vuelta todo alrededor, no hay nada, La casa estaba abandonada porque dejamos todas las cosas ahí, pero... Se escucha algo.
yeah, there's something.
Uy, concha de la lora.
In the footage, Matthias is just sitting and filming the room when
Oh.
unexpectedly, something appears near the bathroom door. Looking more closely, you can make out a dark silhouette leaning in, almost as if it's peeking, before suddenly disappearing.
I don't know why they
Startled
like
by
to
what
peek
he saw,
around.
He immediately gets up to check, but before he even reaches the spot, a voice can be heard. A voice that doesn't seem to come from anyone there. Even clearly shaken, he decides to follow the sound, slowly approaching the room. But when he steps inside, there's absolutely nothing there. No sign of what just happened. After reviewing the footage more carefully, Matthias says he's convinced he captured a spiritual manifestation. And that leaves one unsettling question. Did it really leave? Or could it still be there, watching?
It's probably still there. Obviously, it's still
The
there.
video you're about to see shows a mother holding her son in what seems
I don't like
a
this.
simple, calm moment.
No,
But
I don't
what
like it.
happens next completely changes the tone of the footage. At first, she's just holding the boy normally, when suddenly he points off into the distance and says, "I love you, Daddy," even though there's no one else there with them, which already makes the situation unsettling. A few minutes later, things become even more disturbing. The boy is now alone, seemingly interacting with something that can't be seen, as if he's talking to an invisible presence. At one point, he even appears to hold someone's hand and starts walking naturally, as if he's being guided. And that's when it gets even more unsettling, because as soon as the boy leaves the camera's view, the door closes completely on its own. The video doesn't provide much context, but many people believe the child could be communicating with his father, who may have recently passed away, almost like a final goodbye. On the other hand, some say it could all be created using artificial intelligence. Whether it's real or not, the footage continues to give viewers chills. So tell me, what do you think really happened there?
I mean, it doesn't even need to be created by AI. You can literally just edit these things and make it look like it happened that way. But yeah, maybe he's communicating with his father. That's the first thing I was thinking.
For months, Rodi Farias has been claiming that he's being haunted by a malicious supernatural entity. On his profile, several strange videos have already shown what he believes are manifestations of this presence, but his latest upload is by far the most disturbing. According to him, every night at the same time, he starts hearing constant knocking coming from a specific spot, something repetitive, persistent, and impossible to ignore. As the days go by, it becomes more and more unsettling. After over a month of dealing with the noise, he finally decides he needs to find out what's going on. Despite being afraid, around 3 a.m., he leaves his house and heads toward the source, not knowing what he's about to witness. Watch closely.
Capto fantasma en video.
No, chicos, yo voy a filmar esto porque después me dicen que es mentira. Ustedes escuchan ese ruido, ¿no? Porque... Pará, no puede ser.
And the dog's not barking?
Quiero que vean
What is this?
la hora que es de la mañana. Hace un frío afuera.
What was that? Oh, it's just cold.
Que vean. Ay, de acá viene el ruido, desde hoy lo estoy escuchando. Hace un frío ahora. Miren, acá está el asador, el pasillo.
¡Hey!
Out of nowhere, a dark silhouette appears near the fence, visible for just a moment before quickly pulling back. It's fast, but still clear enough to be caught on camera. What makes it even stranger is what happens next. Right after that, everything goes completely silent, and in the middle of that silence, something else happens.
Quiero que vean. El frío que hace. Porque posta no se dejan de escuchar esos ruidos desde mi pieza ahora. Nah.
Yeah, but I see something on there. Do you guys see it?
Suddenly, a swing starts moving on its own. You might think it's just the wind, but look closely at the plants around it. If it were wind, you'd expect them to be moving too. But
I
they
see
remain
something.
almost completely still, while the swing keeps going, as if something is interacting with it. After all these skrutinize, Rhodey believes the entity is getting stronger, manifesting more frequently, and it has left him genuinely terrified.
Number
In
4.
March of this year, a strange and mysterious video was posted on social media by a man named Marvin. According to him, everything happened while he was walking home late at night, when he suddenly felt like he was being watched. Shaken, he pulls out his phone and starts recording, trying to understand what's going on around him, without realizing that something truly disturbing is about to happen.
¿Qué onda amigos? ¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo están? Bueno, quería compartir con ustedes cómo se ve Santa Cruz Porrillo a las 12 de la noche. Comentarles que ahorita vengo yo de una cobertura de un trabajo y quería mostrarles acá un video de cómo se ve Santa Cruz en la noche. Escucho algo ahí feo. Un caballo escucho por aquí. Ey. Un caballo. Escuchan. Aquí lo escucho ahora. Aquí asusta.
No, I would just go inside. This is crazy. This is creepy and I don't like it. Okay, clearly there's a horse trotting around, but you can't see it, so it's time to go inside.
Están en Santa Cruz. Están en Santa Cruz, vuela, ya me voy mejor para la otra. Pues señores, que asustan en Santa Cruz, asustan en Santa Cruz. No salgan. Huye. Oigan, que asustan. Oigan los chuchos.
In the footage, the man appears nervous, walking alone through dimly lit streets while pointing the camera in every direction. At one point, a sound begins to echo in the background, the sound of horse hooves. He tries to figure out where it's coming from, but there's no one around. Still, the sound continues, as if it's following his every step. Moments later, the neighborhood dogs start barking and howling, as if they're sensing that same presence. Unable to stay calm, he starts running, but the sound doesn't stop. The hoofbeats grow closer and closer, as if something is chasing him. In the video's description, he says he ran all the way home, still shaking, and left a line that caught people's attention. Some people say ghosts don't exist, but last night, I definitely heard them. And that leaves one question. If there was no one there, what was following him that night?
Exactly.
The footage you're about to see is truly strange and was captured by an outdoor security camera at a residence on February 1st, around 3 a.m. The ground is covered in snow. Everything looks completely calm, with no movement at all. But watch closely what happens next. As the video goes on, something unusual begins to appear. Footprints start forming on the ground, one after another, as if something is walking there in real time. The strangest detail is the distance between them, longer than normal, suggesting something out of the ordinary. Some people link this to the idea of Bigfoot, while others believe it could be a recording glitch or even some kind of manipulation. Even so, what really stands out is the way the prints keep appearing in sequence, as if something invisible is crossing the area right in front of the camera. One interpretation is that it could be a non-visible presence, maybe a ghost or some kind of supernatural entity, moving through the yard and leaving tracks in the snow without ever being seen. And what about you? What do you think was walking there without being visible?
I mean, I don't know. This is fake. This is fake.
Lauren Sobel is a mother who usually shares videos of her family life. Light, everyday moments with nothing paranormal involved, until one incident changed everything. It all happened while she was having lunch with her husband and son, in what seemed like a completely normal moment. Watch closely.
Over there, if he's like okay, but then he was not okay.
You should go. Jace. That was the second time I heard that noise.
Okay, and I saw something.
Okay, that was the second time I heard that.
Jordan.
In the footage, the family is calmly sitting at the table when, suddenly, a plastic bottle starts moving on its own. Lauren's husband notices it, but at first, he brushes it off. But a few minutes later, the bottle moves again, and this time, they both clearly see.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay, I was watching her eyes, and the second time that it moved, she looked at it and then started looking like, or pretending like she was looking somewhere on the ground or something, or somewhere in the back. So she was looking at it and then looked the other way. So this is fake. This is scripted. Nope. I don't believe this.
See it. Not understanding what happened, they decide to review the footage.
I mean, look at this
Can't find any
over-exaggeration.
explanation for the movement. After that, Lauren posts another video sharing her theory. According to her, these events started after the family dog passed away, a dog that had been with them for 16 years.
Okay, let me tell you something. That dog has never been on the counter. Look how small that dog is. There's no way that that dog is on the counter moving juice bottles. This is fake, and I know it.
And she believes it might be trying to communicate, but the story doesn't end there. Days later, she records another similar moment.
Let me see.
Once again, the same bottle moves, but this time, faster and more noticeably. Lauren says she hopes it really is her.
Excuse me. Did he just say that this was a different day and the same bottle moved? So that bottle is empty and it's been sitting on that counter for days now?
Her dog spirit trying to reach out. On the other hand, many people in the comments
Trying to
urge
tell them to clean
caution,
up.
suggesting it could be something darker. And now the question remains, what is really happening inside Lauren's home?
Ooh.
A video posted on Reddit about 2 years ago continues to intrigue a lot of people to this day. In it, a man is seen walking through his house, and according to him, he already felt like something strange was going on at that moment. Not understanding why, he decides to check the security cameras, and that's when he notices something unusual. Suddenly, a static-like anomaly appears in the footage. It stays there, motionless, emitting an intense light, and then disappears without a trace.
But why was he looking around like that? Did he notice, like, did he feel something? Did he notice this thing that was literally right in front of him?
Shortly after, the man is seen walking around the house, as if trying to figure out what's happening. But things get worse. A few seconds later, the same shape appears again. It lingers for a moment, and then vanishes once more. No explanation. The man says he couldn't understand what happened that day, and now the question remains, was it just a camera glitch, or was something really inside that house?
He doesn't know how to act.
Thanks for watching.
That was fake. Definitely fake. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, please let me know in the comments below, and I will see you in the next one.